On today's episode of Anime Afterthought Fire Force Season 2, Episode 17, Boys Be Weak. Now that is what I call a climactic fight. Nataku, you are scary strong. Anyways, last we left off, the three-way battle between Hajime, the Whiteclads, and Company 8 had hit a feverish pitch. Thanks to Hamiya, shit hits the fan when the mentally manipulated Nataku unleashes his Adala Burst, conjuring radioactive symbols, shooting out pinpoint fire beams, literally slicing through the landscape. Can these three groups put aside their differences and work together to stop this rampaging grade schooler? Meh, probably not. And this is where we pick up today's episode, as we see Shinra trying to calm down the panic-induced Nataku. This leads us to a full-on Adala link, where we get a startling glimpse into the mind of this kid. Yes, putting Nataku in an immense amount of pressure even before the Rekka incident. What we have here is an inferiority complex mixed with the compulsion to live up to other people's standards. Even if it breaks their body, mind, and spirit, they are willing to do better, be smarter, be stronger. Like I said last week, and even more evident in today's episode, Rekka was truly the straw that broke the camel's back. And after this flashback, the Adala link is severed. This invasion of the mind seems to upset Nataku to the point where he goes all Super Saiyan, summoning a giant radioactive symbol. He is about to launch a devastating beam, which by Inka's calculation could be 500 meters wide. Yep, no point in running, we're pretty much fucked. But as he unleashes this devastating beam, an unlikely hero is stepping up to save the day. Yes, Charon, whose job is quite literally to protect all the pillars. And with them being a few there, it's time for him to step up. Now, of course, we see a little bitch move by Hamiya. Oh, Charon, you have this? You might die, but go ahead and I'll let you continue, and just fucking waddles off. This does lead us to a pretty interesting backstory. It seems that Charon has been her protector for quite a while, as we see a kid version of her still giving him the shits. But as we cut back to the scene, everyone is basically in awe. Like, holy shit, what the fuck? Absorbing this attack and then launching it, sending it through the stratosphere. And it ends up actually cratering the moon. My god, Charon, you fucking monster. Seeing this recent turn of events seems to have sparked some kind of emotion in the Ashen Reaper as he unsheathes his damaged arm, summons a giant katana, and goes to work, severing off the giant infernals limb by limb, starting with the arms and eventually whittling his way down to nothing but a torso, something that seems to have confounded and shocked Ritsu. This guy's skin is like armor and he's easily able to slice through it like butter. So with his legs quite literally taken out from beneath him, Nataku and Korono have come face to face. And this is where we get an emotionally weird moment. Nataku, once again, this compulsion to live up to other people's standard. People want him to do the Adala Burst. People want him to be stronger, be faster, be smarter. He has all these amounting pressures on him, not to mention the voice of Rekka saying, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, cheering him on. Something that all seems to fade away when Korono tells him, it's okay, you need to stop getting stronger. Be the weak child I like to pick on. If you get any stronger, I don't want to bully you. It's okay. So with Nataku's power under wraps, this whole situation is a weird turn of events. Who would have thought that Korono's mentality, his compulsion to pick on the weak, would actually save the day? Charon even titling him, he must be the protector of the sixth. We'll go ahead and we'll retreat. We'll leave Nataku in the care of Hajime. But of course they don't take their leave without Inka displaying her craziness in full effect, saying, oh, don't worry, I've seen the future, I know what lays in store for this child. By the way, Nataku taking notice, even he was like, fuck is this bitch staring at, what the fuck? So in the aftermath, unfortunately, it looks like 32 people perished during this incident, not to mention that giant crater that was created in the moon. But in the aftermath of the Great Cataclysm, it was barely a buzz. But in the end, what exactly did we learn? I mean, was Hajime in leagues with a Whiteclad, but then why would they attack to try to get the sixth pillar? Well, as we're brought before the president of Hajime, it seems some things are starting to unravel. First and foremost, Nataku is in fact in the care of the Ashen Reaper. The child experimentations are still going on. And yes, the president is still playing that goddamn Game Boy. When confronted by what the 8th discovered about the Amaterasu, he is all too quick to substantiate the claim. game. Yes, the Amaterasu is indeed being fueled by a individual with the Adala burst. And I can only think, hey, President, your inhumanity is showing as he begins to go on. You're like, know what? Isn't it worth it? One person for the lives of 15 million? Without the Amaterasu, the Empire would literally fall apart. And he does this with a blank expression on his face, still engrossed in his fucking video game. This absolutely pisses Shinra off. What the fuck are you talking about? How can you say that so nonchalantly? That's a human we're talking about. Well, you're a Fire Force agent. Wouldn't you easily sacrifice your life for 15 million? He was all too quick to agree, but then Captain Obi interrupted. A Fire Force soldier's life is valuable. Who knows, Shinra? Maybe you'll even save more than 15 million. And it's about that time when Vulcan decides to charge into the room, making proclamations of creating a power source better than the Amaterasu and won't require human sacrifice. This declaration seems to have brought some life into the president's eyes. With reassurances from Vulcan himself as well as Shinra, the president seems on board. Okay, let's join forces, not only to take out the White Clad and the Evangelist, but we'll also back you on craving this revolutionary new power source. Hell, we'll even go easy on all the child experimentations, and yes, Nataku studies with his Adala burst will be very, very tamed, leaving me honestly speechless, now even more confused about who's in league with who. But it seems we don't have too much time to worry about this, as we see in the preview for next week's episode is going to be Iris-centric. She has recently learned some devastating truths about the religion she holds so dear that she literally lives for, and it seems with this divine contemplation on her mind, it's time to go seek some guidance, as it looks like she'll be making a trip along with Shinra back to what I can only guess is a Holy Soul temple, or quite possibly a different nunnery, as we unfortunately know what happened to the one that she was at. And then some infernals pop up. Anyways, today's episode was badass. First and foremost, Nataku, you are a fucking legit OP monster, and my god, do not turn on Shinra. He apologizes for breaking your mental privacy and going in a dollar link with you and seeing all your past. Just don't go with Inca. My god, don't go with fucking Inca. She is just fucking crazy, and Homia's crazy. Now Ritsu can control the fucking dead. Caron's fucking invincible. Like, we need to get some more powerhouses on our side. Like, I'm not saying the 8th isn't up to snuff, but maybe Fire Force needs a training arc or something. I don't know. It's weird how Kurno's compulsion meshed so well with Nataku's. Like, to pick on the weak, he told the one thing that Nataku has never heard, like, hey, you don't have to do this, you don't have to be strong. It seems he had lift, or at least started to lift, some of the burden placed on him at a very young age. It's weird, but kind of nice how it turned out. Like, I mean, I still wouldn't want to meet Kurno in the dark alley, but is he a good guy? Like, I don't fucking know. Caron, yeah, like I said, he's a fucking monster, reflecting that giant nuclear blast to make it crater into the fucking moon. My god. Then we have all the shit with the Hajime president, like, hey, if you guys come with me, I'll undo the kill order, but Shinra, you'll have to do our experiments, and yeah, we're gonna make another Amaterasu, definitely, because, like, we need more power, and the Empire runs on it. And then seeing his eyes light up when Vulcan comes in and proclaims, like, hey, dude, I'll make a fucking device way better than Amaterasu, and it won't run on human Duracells. Like, fuck that human sacrifice shit. Like, I will make this shit legit. So now it seems that the 8th is backed by Hajime to take on the White Clads and make a device better than the Amaterasu. So yeah, shit is getting good. Like, today's battle is just phenomenal. I love it, love it. Everything looked amazing. The effects were amazing. The action was badass. I just, and seeing how we're gonna have an Iris-centric next episode, I'm super excited. Super excited. So with all that being said and more Fire Force right around the corner, I cannot wait for future episodes.